Welcome back to the workshop. In today's video, we will be fitting a front subframe and steering rack assembly. This is one of the most important structural and steering components of a vehicle because it supports the engine, suspension, and steering system while maintaining proper wheel alignment and driving stability. A correctly installed front subframe and steering rack ensure precise steering response, reduced vibration, and safe vehicle handling. Before starting the installation, make sure the vehicle is parked on a level surface. The parking brake is engaged, and the rear wheels are securely chocked to prevent movement. Raise the front of the vehicle using a hydraulic floor jack and support it safely with heavy-duty jack stands. Never work under a vehicle that is supported only by a jack. Safety glasses, protective gloves, and safety shoes should be worn throughout the repair process. Gather all the required tools before beginning the job. Common tools include a socket set, ratchet, breaker bar, torque wrench, spanners, screwdrivers, pry bar, ball joint separator, hammer, transmission jack or lifting table, cleaning brushes, lint-free cloths, drain pan, and kerosene oil for cleaning the components. Having all the necessary tools ready will make the repair faster and safer. Before fitting any parts, every component should be carefully inspected and cleaned. The first step is to clean the front subframe, steering rack, brackets, mounting bolts, washers, and all related parts with kerosene oil. Kerosene is excellent for dissolving old grease, oil, road dirt, and stubborn deposits that accumulate over time. Pour a small amount of kerosene into a cleaning tray and use a soft brush to scrub the surfaces thoroughly. Pay special attention to bolt holes, mounting faces, bushings, and steering. After all the components have been cleaned with kerosene oil and dried completely, the next step is greasing the required parts before assembly. A high-quality automotive grease is applied to all specified contact points to reduce friction, prevent corrosion, and ensure smooth operation. A thin layer of grease is applied to the steering rack mounting bushings, sleeves, bolts, washers, and metal contact surfaces. Care is taken not to apply excessive grease, as too much can attract dirt and dust. The tie rod end threads receive a light coating of anti-seize compound to make future maintenance easier. Rubber boots and seals are inspected carefully to ensure they are clean and free from damage before installation. Next, the front subframe is carefully lifted into position using a transmission jack. The mounting holes are aligned with the chassis, and all mounting bolts are installed by hand to prevent cross-threading. Once every bolt is started correctly, they are tightened gradually in a crisscross pattern so the subframe seats evenly against the vehicle body. The steering rack assembly is then positioned on the subframe. The mounting bushings are aligned properly, and the rack mounting bolts are inserted and tightened to the manufacturer's specified torque. The steering column universal joint is connected to the steering rack input shaft, ensuring the steering will remain centered. The lower control arms are fitted back onto the subframe, followed by the stabilizer bar brackets and suspension components. The tie rod ends are connected to the steering knuckles and secured with the correct nuts and new cotter pins. If the vehicle is equipped with hydraulic power steering, the pressure and return hoses are connected and tightened securely. For electric power steering systems, all electrical connectors are reconnected and checked to ensure a secure fit. After every component has been installed, each bolt and nut is checked once again for proper tightness. Now install the outer tie rod ends into the steering knuckles. Insert each tie rod stud into the tapered hole of the steering knuckle. Install the castle nuts and tighten them evenly. Continue tightening until the cotter pin holes line up correctly. Insert new cotter pins through the holes and bend the ends securely. Never reuse old cotter pins because they may fail after repeated use. If the vehicle is equipped with hydraulic power steering, reconnect the pressure hose and return hose to the steering rack. Replace any sealing washers or O-rings if required. Tighten the fittings securely while avoiding over-tightening, which may damage the threads. After connecting the hoses, inspect every fitting carefully for proper seating. If the vehicle uses electric power steering, reconnect all electrical connectors until they click firmly into place. Ensure the wiring harness is routed correctly and secured away from moving suspension components. Continue by checking that the steering rack is centered. Measure the exposed length of both inner tie rods if necessary to confirm equal adjustment on both sides. This will help maintain approximate wheel alignment before the vehicle is sent for professional alignment. Reconnect any steering dampers, stabilizer links, or protective brackets removed during disassembly. Inspect all rubber boots to ensure they are properly seated and secured with their retaining clips. Any loose boot can allow water and dirt to enter the steering system, causing premature wear. After completing all steering connections,